2050, should the Southeast have an economy that's comparable to Singapore, Rwanda, or Malaysia? This should be like our objectives, right? Our goals, the timeline, the milestones we will go set for ourselves. Because at some point, the eastern region in Nigeria, right, it was the biggest economy in Africa. It was bigger than some countries today where Nigeria self not even reach their back. Waiting happen, waiting cause am, Guinea Pataraya, waiting cause. Where now we don't lag behind. These other countries, they've moved forward and left us behind pretty much. Guinea Pataraya, we're not going to go into waiting cause am per se. I believe all of us know pretty much the thing where cause am. Bad government in Nigeria. But today we are talking about Ala Igbo. Ala Igbo, what should success look like for us? Come 2050, if by 2050, the Southeast has not achieved these things, that means we're doing something wrong. And it would even be worse if we're still talking about Biafra. Then it would even be worse. If at least 2050, we don't come out from Biafra, at least we've made some strides, right? We've made some strides. If by 2050 we don't leave this idea of Biafra, that's one stride we've made so far, right? But if by 2050 our GDP has not increased, the Southeast GDP has not increased, then there's a problem. GDP grows when people produce things people buy. When people produce things that people buy, now when GDP go grow. Not be when you import things. Importation, no, they grow GDP like that. Importation na one man business. Talking about real GDP. Now when we they grow things, we they manufacture things, we they innovate, you get things where people they buy. Take for instance healthcare, which I'm still gonna get into, right? If for instance Ala Igbo becomes the health hub of Nigeria, where everybody maybe na cancer specialist, we specialize for cancer. Everybody all around Nigeria, any of their loved one will get cancer, then they send and come Ala Igbo, the Imo State, because that is what they are known for. Just like currently now, right? India has a good healthcare system, right? People, they go there for health tourism. Imagine, say, we start to do stuff like that for Ala Igbo. Just imagine that, right? Imagine that for 1 second, right? And that's what GDP does. That's how GDP grows. When you manufacture things, or when you grow things, or when you sell things, not be the one where you import, the one where you innovate for your own country. That's how your GDP grows. So these are the things we need to start discussing. Businesses, local businesses, small businesses. Government need to encourage small businesses for Southeast. They give subsidies where they can. Help them build, again, I've talked about this a few times. Help them build factories. Give them subsidies. Give them small leeway, made in just the if not to leave them tax-free for 1 year. So that they go to do businesses, they thrive. That's how you do it. Listen, Ala Igbo, we fit do all these things while they talk. We can do them. This one, no be cho. The first step is moving away from the idea of history. Move away from it. Preserve our history. Let it be, yes, we know our history. But let us not be too focused on that history. Because being too focused on history, it did not help Germany, help Japan, help Vietnam. Vietnam today, in my last show, I was telling you, Vietnam today, they are partners with the country where they fight. Japan, the same thing. Germany, the same thing. Reintegrated with Europe. Doing very well, massive economy now for themselves. Success means Ala Igbo becomes one of Africa's strongest regional economies. That's what success should look like for Ala Igbo.